can take you anywhere. Turn the pages and you'll be there. Come on, join us, you'll see. We're reading with Carylee.
Hi, friends, and thank you for joining us for another Read with Carylee show, where we have authors from all around the country and around the world come and bring you their stories. Now, today we have a very special guest, Miss Tyrah Majors. And Tyrah, could you let us know where you are reading from today?
Absolutely. I am in Southern California. I'm in a city called Bakersfield at the moment, and I'm originally from San Diego. It's not too far away from here.
Okay, yes. Well, we know that we have had a lot of uh, authors from California, the entertainment capital of the world. So we thank you for joining us today. And you're going to read a very special book, very close to your heart. It's called Grammy and Me.
Yes.
So I am going to ask you to just jump right into this book so that we can learn more about you and your Grammy.
Awesome. I'm so excited. All right, here's Grammy and Me, written and illustrated by Tyrah Majors. Mommy drops me off at Grammy's house before she goes to work. I get to spend the whole day with her. When I see Grammy, she gives me a great big hug and kiss. "How's my sweet thing?" she always asks in her soft voice. The house smells like pancakes, my favorite food in the whole wide world. Grammy makes me mini pancakes. They are small, like 5 little golden suns, and taste so yummy. After I eat, Grammy puts on her fancy clothes. She curls her hair and wears great big sunglasses. She tells me we're going to the big store. When we get to the big store, Grammy lets me pick out anything I want. I get dresses, skirts, and shoes, but out of all the things I get, I like the white coat with the green stripes the best. Grammy tells me I'm going to look so stylish. After we shop at the big store, Grammy takes me to a restaurant. The lady who brings our food tells Grammy she looks so young. Grammy says, "I'm her great-grandma." The lady smiles and tells me I'm a lucky little girl. When we get home, I want to bake cookies. Grammy lets me mix the butter, flour, sugar, and chocolate chips in a bowl while she sings little church songs. The oven goes ding, ding. I want to take the cookies out of the oven, but Grammy stops me. She says, "No, too hot. I'll get them." At the end of the day, we watch the news on the couch until Mommy comes to get me. I tell my Grammy, "I love you," and she says, "I love you more, my beautiful and special girl." I'm sad to leave Grammy because I know our special day is over, but I am happy to see my mommy when she walks through the door. I run to her and twirl around in my new white coat. I also bring her a plate of chocolate chip cookies. "Look, Mommy, I made them all by myself and they taste so good." I give Grammy a hug goodbye and a kiss on the cheek. "Goodbye, Grammy," I say. She says, "Goodbye, precious. See you tomorrow." THEEND, the end.
With Carylee.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Tyrah. And, you know, we mess up all the time.
I know,
And
this is supposed to be live. It's okay to mess up. You just
it
pick
is.
yourself back up and you keep going.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's a very special book. I know that I had a very special relationship with my Grammy as well. So we're so glad that you shared this special relationship. And you are not just the author, you're just the all around talent. You're the illustrator as well.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we don't have too many author illustrators. So when we find those, that's definitely a special gem right there. So, of course, we know the inspiration behind you writing this book to share uh, this special connection with your Grammy. So, how I'm not sure if your Grammy is still with us. Has she been able to read the book as well?
So my great grandma passed away in
Oh,
2014. I was
okay.
my freshman year in college. And so I wrote this book in her honor after she passed away. Yes, based off of my personal memories with her, as you just said. I
Mhm.
spent a lot of time with my great grandma growing up. I would always go to her house. I'd spend my summer vacations there while my parents were at work. And everything in this book is one of many things that we've done during our
Oh,
time together. Mhm.
that is awesome.
Unfortunately,
And
she has not gotten to read the book because she's not here with us anymore.
yes,
But I know she would be so happy and just filled with joy if she were to see the pages here.
yes. And that to have you write about that special connection is something in itself. And of course, with that, her memory lives on. So we thank you for sharing that. So, were there any books that your Grammy may have read to you that, became one of your favorites?
So my Grammy and I didn't read much
Mhm.
together, but we did watch the news as I wrote about it,
Oh,
which is probably a lot of the reason why I was inspired to become a news reporter. That's what I do
yes.
outside of writing. But my grandmother and I, my great grandmother and I, we talked. She would tell me stories from her childhood all the
Mhm.
time. So she wouldn't read physical books to me, but she would tell me stories from her childhood. She grew up
Mhm.
on a farm in Texas, so
Oh,
she would tell me those stories from her childhood, and I always loved listening to them. And she would tell stories about my dad, who she helped raise as well. And so I
mhm.
would always love to hear those stories.
Oh, wow. So you have a lot of inspiration to possibly get into another book.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Possibly.
Yes. So, what were you mentioned that you are a journalist, and we'll possibly be able to do some collaboration in the
That would
future.
be great.
But um, well, what book is there a book that has inspired you?
Absolutely, absolutely. I loved reading books my whole life. As a child,
Mhm.
my mother would always actually read books to my siblings and I. My favorite author is Eric Carle.
Okay.
A lot of his books were or are books that teach children skills. His book Pancakes was my favorite book.
Oh.
The character made pancakes in the book, and it taught you how to make pancakes. And then he had the
Oh.
Very Hungry Caterpillar, which taught you how to count and taught you about colors. Some other books that inspired me, I guess, as a child, I loved the book Amazing Grace. I think the author is Mary
Yes.
Hoffman.
Hmm.
This little girl, a young black girl, wanted to play Peter Pan in the school play, and the kids at school told her, well, one, you can't be Peter Pan because you're not a boy. Two, you can't play Peter Pan because you're black and Peter Pan is
Hmm.
white in the movies. But Amazing Grace tried out for the play and she was resilient and she worked hard, and that just taught me you can be anything you want in this world no matter what people say. Um,
Yeah.
Another book similar to that theme is Dancing in the Wings by Debbie Allen. And
Oh, yes.
that book about a young black ballerina who also felt that she couldn't be the star in the ballet because her feet were too big or
Hmm.
she talked too much. But once again, through resilience and just believing in yourself, she got the big part in the ballet. And I think those are the books that people need to have, those books that teach kids to be fearless and to go after your dreams.
Yes, and we see that you had that inspiration from your Grammy to go after your dreams,
Absolutely.
and these books definitely are inspirations. And we hope that your book becomes an inspiration to another child as well. And I thank you so much for joining us from
You're very
Bakersfield, California, where you are reporting the news, and we know that that could be a little taxing at times. So, writing is something that you can get your inspiration out.
welcome.
It's an outlet for you, and it's an outlet for so many of our little readers.
Yeah.
And we encourage them to continue writing as you continue writing. And like I said, we thank you so much for joining us. And friends, thank you so much for joining us for another Read with Carylee show. You can find out more about Miss Tyrah Majors in the description below, and where to get Grammy and Me, this special book with this special connection. So always remember, it may be with your Grammy, your mom or dad, to grab a book and read.
Thank you
Thanks
so
and have a
much.
good day. Bye.
Bye.
with Carylee.
Thanks for watching another amazing episode of the Read with Carylee show. We have amazing authors coming by every week. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. You don't want to miss a thing.